Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Is it how that sound now?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Yeah, come on,
Here we go, 46.
yeah, that's good. I'll probably play one game to eat.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward out to about the 29, just shy of the 30. From the 29, here's the 2nd and 4. Play action now, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 41 yards. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. On play action, Fields on the move to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Probably what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. A beautiful fake. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 14-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields sliding out of the pocket. That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown Bears. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Prescott now from the 50. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Gallup in motion right. 4th down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll borrowed up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He'll buy some time right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Bears 7.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. To throw is Fields. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket.
Touchdown Bears! Cole Kmet, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from capturing the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So a failure to connect on second down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Prescott yet again. He throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Santos with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw will caught by Gallup. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. first down now, but the clock continues to move.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 47.
Prescott off play action. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught. He's got room to roam. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 32 on the play. Prescott now. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before the break. Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's taken on the 25. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Looking to throw, Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jalen Johnson blitzing from the secondary and picking up the sack.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Running right, it's Pollard. Stiff-armed him. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll be out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That's good for the Cowboys.
Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air, and that's not ideal for anyone on defense because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player coming over the top and spiking it to make sure that the offensive guys can't catch it on the rebound.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his right. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Open man completes it to Claypool. Touchdown Bears. Chase Claypool, 29 yards. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode, had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fourth down, Prescott. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Prescott to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are right back in this football game. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 71 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Play action. It's Fields rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw. Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Hand off right side for Herbert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, 22 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
To throw is Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He gets it to Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 33 yards. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Fields. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. He's got Mooney. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. On 4th down, Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. You have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Down the left sideline. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing here, Prescott.
That is intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. All eyes on Fields.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Gets this to Moore. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock as he's all the way up to midfield. Here's 1st down. Back to throw. Fields.
To the sideline and incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Get back. Get back. Lost a close game. 4